Happy Monday night. How are you doing today? How are you guys doing?
I'm chilling.
Excellent. So, you guys are from Pennsylvania, correct?
Well, the rest, everyone is except Jake.
Yo, we're out here in Delaware, dude. Wilmington, Delaware.
I've been to Delaware once.
Yeah. Jake and I both went to school in the same place. That's how we know each other.
Okay. So, leading into the question, what is your local scene that you guys are playing in? What is that like? Is it doing good, or is this something that's completely dying out and you got to travel forever to go to a show?
So, I'm originally from suburban Philly area, so a lot of that was they had a little scene, and then it died down, and then became, I guess, a little more hardcore based. And then I eventually moved out here because my now wife is up here, and I was just like, where the heck has this scene been? Because there's venue after venue left and right, and all these different bands who are extremely talented, all within 20 minutes from me. So it was a whole different ball game once I moved up here.
You guys aren't struggling to get shows in a lot of places.
It's to the point where I can't keep up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's to the point. Yeah, it's to the point because we're trying to write new music, but then every time we try to do that, I get another email or a message being like, "Hey, you want to play this?" And I'm just like, "Well, I can't say no." It's very hard to say no when people like you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good habit because a lot of people don't have it like that. I know where we're from, there is no scene here. It's dead. The closest that you can really go for a decent local show is Jacksonville, Florida, which is 2.5 hours away.
And where'd you say you were from?
South Carolina.
Yeah, I never heard of any bands from there.
Well, I mean, there's only two major metal bands that come from South Carolina, because you got Crossfade is from South Carolina.
Oh, get out of here. Love
and
that.
then Nile is from South Carolina.
Okay.
But they're from upstate South Carolina near Greenville, which Greenville has a really good venue called Ground Zero that has metal shows constantly.
I think I heard of it, yeah.
I live 5.5 hours from Greenville.
Oh, wow.
I'm closer to Savannah, Georgia.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
long ways away.
I always like to find out what the local scenes are like, because we have a lot of bands that come on here that they're we have to travel hours just to play a show, and then you got ones like you guys. It's shit, we got somebody dancing.
Yeah, I mean, Jake's the one really doing the traveling because he's the only one from Delaware, but the rest of us, it's within reach for the most part.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right, Meg, you're up.
All right. So what is the first concert you guys ever went to? On your own, individually, before the band? What's the first concert?
Jake, you can go first on that.
Oh, man. Dude, I want to say Tom Petty when I was 12.
Oh, nice.
I think.
Not very many people could say that.
Yeah. And he played Free Fallin', and I was like, yo, I know that song. And then that was
That's awesome.
I think.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was at. I think it was at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. So it was huge.
Go Birds.
It's who the fuck is this guy?
Right. Yeah. I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. I'm pretty sure that's I think that's
I don't think you understand how legendary that is, but you're just like, all right, fuck it.
I guess I still don't. What, is he not around anymore?
No, he died.
You're lying.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago.
Damn. All right, never mind. That is crazy.
Oh, damn.
So with your guys' music, are you guys where you are?
Oh, I didn't tell you my first concert yet.
Go.
So I had my first concert and my first metal concert.
Okay.
My first metal concert, it was Mayhem Festival when I was 15, which I haven't really gotten into the genre until middle school. So that was around that time when I was starting to get into it. So I saw Devil Wears Prada. That was the very first band I saw.
Okay.
which I don't listen to them regularly now, but like at the time that was like a band I was like, oh, this is cool. My first ever concert, like ever, believe it or not, Blues Clues.
Damn, dude,
What?
that's crazy.
Like with Steve, like in the
The
flesh.
original Steve.
Yeah.
Does that
He
count?
actually
Another
grew,
legend.
Sure.
he
That
actually
counts.
grew up in a town kind of 20 minutes from where I grew up, Boyertown. Our old guitar player that we had, his dad was like a phys ed teacher or like a driver's ed teacher, and he taught Steve how to drive.
Nice.
All
Yeah.
right. So go
But I
says Weird Al.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be a good one.
Damn.
I don't know how. I mean, I remember seeing Weird Al whenever I was a kid on MTV with all his fucking videos and shit. But like, I don't know how I'd feel like going to see him in a live.
You couldn't pay me to see that.
It's like, hell no.
know.
No, I respect the hustle, but you could not pay me to see that. It just doesn't do it for me.
Oh boy.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
All right, you're up, CB.
All right. So with your guys' music, where you guys are at right now, is that where you imagined yourself right now, or is there more to your band that you guys want to get up to?
Fuck no.
Right.
I didn't think we were gonna take off the way we were. Like it started as a solo project, evolved to a band, and things like the second we expressed interest in playing live, it really started to like. Well, at first it was pretty slow. Like I don't know if anyone really wanted to book us yet because they didn't hear us. But then once they heard us, they're like, okay, let's get these guys a show. So no, I didn't expect this, and yes, there is more.
Okay.
I will say that.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough. All right, Daft.
All right. If the metal and the rock genre was not even out there, what genre of music would you guys be playing?
Hip hop and R&B, easily.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a pretty popular answer.
That's actually how I started
Okay. Good to
getting
know.
into music. You know, growing up with black parents, you know, you just gotta follow suit. I've been listening to a lot of like 112, fucking Boys to Men.
Oh my god.
Like that's how. Like if it wasn't for music like that, I wouldn't be into music like this because I think my parents dabbled with Limp Bizkit, which is like hip hop and metal infused.
Yeah.
And that's what like stuff like that introduced me to like that kind of music, and I was just like, oh, this is cool. Because I feel like if I was introduced to like death metal or something like fresh as a kid, I probably wouldn't like it.
See, I gotta say it was reversed because it was
Really?
it was bands like Limp Bizkit that got me into starting to listen to hip hop because I was straight up like, you know, hard rock and metal because I grew up with like fucking Black Sabbath and Motorhead and Metallica. And
Interesting.
Shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in the early '80s.
Mm-hmm.
So like I listened to all that stuff, and then Limp Bizkit came out, and I was like, oh, this is different. And then Linkin Park. And I was just like, all right. So I started getting into, you know, hip hop. And I guess the very first one I ever started listening to that I liked was, and this is probably cliche as hell for every fucking white person in the world, but Tupac and Snoop Dogg. That's where it all
okay. I thought you were going to say Eminem. I'm like, don't get me started.
No.
That's every white boy's like introduction.
I'm going to tell you, this is an unpopular opinion. I fucking hate Eminem. Could not stand his music, did not like it, still don't like it, never could get into it.
I will say, great rapper, great lyricist, music, don't care.
Yeah, I'm
about music. I don't care about like how lyrical you are. It's nice, but I don't care enough because if you can hit all the check marks as a whole, then you got my respect. But him, not so much.
Yeah, no, I was real big into, like I said, Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and I guess nowadays I listen. I guess if he's more R&B, but I like Post Malone a lot. So I do listen to Post Malone quite. Not the country Post Malone. I do not like that.
Yeah, what happened was, I mean, I will say he's good at like whatever he touches. So even if it is country, which I'm not a big fan of, except Shania, then it's all good.
Yeah, and see, I always hear that Post Malone started in metal. He was in
He did.
a metal band.
You did. Actually, you know the band Crown the Empire?
Yes.
So he tried out for that band.
Wow.
Well, I bet you they're kicking themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. And every like once in a blue moon, they try to ride that cloud. Like, oh, he tried out for us, but they actually denied him because his guitar string broke during the tryout.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
that broken guitar string is probably the best thing that ever happened to him. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably because now he's a fucking zillionaire at this fucking point.
Oh yeah.
All right, so playing into that, at what point did you guys decide you want to be a musician? Was it a band? Was it a family member? Like, what was that one instance that you're like, this is what the fuck I want to do?
Oh man, I think it's when I first played with a band in like grade school. I played. My school had like a multiple shows, and they needed positions for various musicians. And just playing music live, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Okay.
So I just started doing that. That was like on rails, like music you have to play. I didn't really get into writing stuff until like high school when my music taste started expanding. And I got my own gear and started tracking stuff, and I went down the production route. But yeah, I think just grade school music stuff, plays, shows really got me into it.
So what got you into metal?
My mother, actually.
Your mom?
My mother.
Shout out Tanya.
All right. Hell yeah, mom.
Yep. I remember before I was even into guitar, she would blast it, dropping me off to school.
Oh,
She would in like the 80s or whatever, she would sneak out of her house to go see Metallica and come back, like OG shit.
Yeah, she was a metalhead before we all were, basically.
She was like, yo, I had the spike collar and everything. I was like, whoa.
Yo,
but like,
it
wasn't like, so back in the day or whatever, I'm not too old, but there was like there wasn't like any streaming, of course. And we would listen to music on CDs. So she had like a yeah, right.
You're saying that like it's like almost.
I know, it's crazy, dude. She used to have one of these things. It was like a leather zip up thing with like multiple dividers, and it was like pick whatever you want, and it was just every album, everything.
That's what my mom had.
And then eventually she got me like a iPod or something and loaded up a bunch of stuff on there, and I was like, all right, here we go.
Was it the shuffle?
It was the shuffle. There was no screen. You just push a button and music came on.
Dude, the shuffle was like golden age.
Yo,
like,
I remember Evanescence came on, and I was like 9 years old, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
I tried out to a theater production with Evanescence.
Shut the
That's
fuck
pretty
up.
cool.
Did not make it.
You should have.
I know. Haters.
Bullshit. Rigged.
Exactly.
Fair enough. All right, Jordan, how about you?
What got me into metal?
What got you into music and then metal?
I don't know. Like I was always subconsciously either writing songs in my head, like before I could even touch an instrument, or just like listening to all like different types of music. I give it to my parents, even though they never thought I would be in like heavy metal. Like they seasoned me in the music, but I think I saw some like really shitty like new metal band at some like event. I think we were having a family gathering, but we were also like in some sort of like, I don't know what it was, some sort of fair or like public like thing. And there's a shitty new metal band playing like Eminem. And for some reason, I was just like, this is fucking sick. And my parents literally saw me like just 5 years old, 3 foot nothing, just like jaw dropping. And they're just like, grab him. He's like, no, you grab him. He's like, no, you grab him. And I'm just like, now, since I do remember that, they sucked. But at the time, I was just like, this is the dopest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, fair enough. So what got you into metal?
that, and I don't know. It's funny because I'm a vocalist now, but like I didn't care for like screaming or anything like that. But I was obsessed with how cool guitar sounded in heavy metal. So I think I'm trying to think. Guitar Hero 3. Guitar Hero 3 got me into heavy metal.
There you go.
Nice.
It's the best Guitar Hero to ever like grace the planet. I don't care.
That is a very, very, very popular answer on this show.
Is it really?
It is.
No, it was Killswitch Engage that did it for me. I was like, this is fucking dope.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Killswitch is good.
Mhm.
I loved it. Well, by the time they came out, I was already well into my 20s at that fucking point and already listening to a lot of stuff. Actually, I think Killswitch is one of the bands that really kind of got me into metalcore because I was listening to a lot heavier shit before I found Killswitch. And then I was like, all right, this is fucking dope because I was listening to shit like Job for a Cowboy and Kill Whitney Dead.
Oh, he was in there.
Fucking the Red Chord, and I was listening.
Now you're an OG. Fucking Red Chord, bro. Oh
yes,
my goodness.
that was the shit I was listening to and like playing
That's fucking
before
crazy.
I discovered Killswitch, and then found out about Killswitch. I actually found out about Killswitch, and here's going to show my age a little bit. MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
This
guy's a fucking legend, bro.
Fucking MySpace is where I discovered Killswitch, and a lot of other metalcore bands that I found out about that I still love to this day was all on fucking MySpace. And I wish MySpace was still around because MySpace was fucking dope.
It is. It's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. I think it's more. It's supposed to be like a music platform now, but nobody
It's a
really
meme.
uses it.
Yeah, it's just nostalgia.
Yeah.
I never set foot on it, so it is what it is.
I did. I missed
I
it.
wasn't allowed to have one. So
I wasn't either, but I still had one.
I was like 10, so ain't no fucking way I'm having one.
Well, when MySpace came out, I was in my 20s, so I was good.
Either I'm young or you're old. It's one of the two.
I'm old.
He's old.
Okay. Unanimous. Like,
I'm old. I'm a lot older than I look.
how old are you?
I am 42.
I would have never guessed that. What the fuck? I was gonna say like 30, like 4. Are you shitting me?
Nope. I am 42.
That's fucking crazy.
Born October 3rd of 1983.
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm old. All right. You're up, CB.
All right. So to kind of switch it up a little bit from music to real stuff, what are you guys most afraid of?
In the music world or just in general?
Either one.
Either one.
What are we afraid of?
Spiders.
Whatever we're afraid of, it already happened. Our because we have a light rig now for our live show, that not working, and it happened.
Oh,
That's bad.
So like any technical difficulty, because Jake and I are the tech gurus of the band. Him more so than me, for sure. But like, I don't know. Sometimes our heart jumps every other like show because we're worried like this is technical difficulty. But my personal fear is and it's ironic because I have a goat tattoo, but I am terrified of goats. Not the scary looking ones, but the really like smiley looking ones that are at the fucking petting zoo. Those things freak me the fuck out.
The eyes. It's the eyes.
Yeah, because they're all happy and they're like, "Hey, pet me." I'm like, "Nah, bro."
It's weird. They got the weirdest eyes.
But that one movie, The Witch, where
that's a good one.
that's what made me get that tattoo because he fucked everyone up. I was like, hell yeah, I gotta get that on my arm.
The actor goat was an asshole in real life too.
Even better. That's fine. It's them really like the quote unquote cute looking goats. They freak me the fuck out.
See, the goat that freaked me out was the goat on Drag Me to Hell.
Oh, okay.
That would have freaked me out.
The talking goat on Drag Me to Hell.
Yeah.
That one fucking kind of freaked me out.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Somehow I knew you guys would pop up.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. How about you, Jake?
Yeah, I think shit not working during our set is pretty brutal. Our first show ever,
Oh no.
we
Oh,
were
no.
absolutely
Story time.
tweaking on
Bring it.
stage, and we it's our first show ever, and
We were
"Are
a
we really doing this?"
co-headliner, by the way.
Dude, this show was like, for me, it was like 3 hours, Central PA, Appalachia. It was supposed to be sick, and it was sick, but we spent nights, days
Mhm.
getting everything ready, and we were like, all right, let's tear everything down. Let's set it back up, turn it on. Just pretend like we're loading into the venue. Let's just make sure that this all works. And we did it like 50 times.
Yeah.
And then we get to the venue and we do exactly what we've been doing for the past 3 days, and nothing is working. And we're freaking out on stage. And it turns out everything was fine. It's just the system, the sound wasn't on point, like channels were muted or something.
Yeah.
But we were freaking out with flashlights, unplugging things, plugging them in, and we're like looking at each other like about to have a mental break. This is our first show. Everyone's standing there watching us, and we're like, what do we do?
And of all the people in the band, I'm the one having like the real panic attack because it's for the stupidest thing too. Because our bass wasn't playing in the tracks because we don't have a bass player. And and Jake's looking at me dead in the face like, nah, don't worry about it. I was like, you know what? We can laugh at this later. And the entire first half of the first song, we were playing with no bass, no tracks.
Oh,
Just like, hey, this is the first time people are gonna see this shit. My mom's here, who's my number one fan. Like, it is what it is. Like, just go. Like, we'll laugh about it later and just improve like the next couple shows. So it definitely sucks, but like halfway, I think around the breakdown of our first song, it kicked back in, and I was like, oh shit, I got the fucking juice. So I was like, we are so fucking back. So once it kicked back in, I was like, all right, let's show these motherfuckers who we are.
Dude, shout out to our drummer too. The other problem, and this was an actual problem on our end.
Huge problem.
To a session with a click track, and none of us had in-ears at this point. It was just the drummer. He had a cable going to him. He had his earphones. He couldn't hear. It was just too quiet. And he's a beast of a drummer, but he's like, if I can't play to the click, it's just the show. If I can't hear it, I just can't keep up, and the show's me. So I don't know how he did it, but basically with no in-ears, no click, he's playing it perfectly. And all the bass and the sub drops and the effects are just all there. He's on point. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it.
Shout out Brad. He was insane.
But he pulled it off without a hitch.
I like hearing that because, like, one of the things I ever taught or was told whenever I was growing up through music was the way that you could tell if you're ready for a professional level is not exactly how you perform, but how well you come back.
Yes.
And
yes,
if you can professionally come back, if you make a fuck up, even if you're on stage and you make a few fuck ups, if you can come and bounce back immediately and just put it out of your head and still do the show well, you're ready to be a professional.
Mm-hmm.
But let that one little fuck up ruin you for the rest of the entire show, you're not ready.
It's like fight or flight mode. It's either like you let it ruin like the rest of the performance, or you just kind of play along with it. Like, I know there's been times where I forgot the words of my own shit. Because at that point, like, if I'm being honest, like, if you were to give me one song right now and I were to recite it, it'd probably take a little bit, but it's muscle memory. But like, there's been times where I've been able to play it off. Especially with like the really auto-tuned parts that we have, like I've been able to play it off. Our lights fucking up, we've been able to play it off. Everything else, I probably wouldn't be able to play it off.
I actually I guess I was around 25, and we were playing in a death metal band, and we're sitting up there playing, and we're going, and I kind of heard our vocalist like kind of like stutter for a second, and I'm sitting there listening to him, and I'm listening to him. He's still going. He's going. I'm like, that's not the fucking lyrics. Is he even doing actual? Is he even saying actual words?
How'd you know the lyrics if you're the guitar player?
We get done, and I go up to him. I'm like, "Bro, what happened?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I was like, "That wasn't. You weren't even singing the lyrics." He goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot." And I was just started screaming and doing gibberish, and I was just doing it to the beat of the fucking music. I knew the vocal pattern, so I was just randomly making weird noises that kind of sounded like words.
Listen, fake it till you fucking make it.
He did. He faked the whole goddamn song because he just fucking forgot. Well, it was in his defense. It was a newer song, and it was the first time that we
That's
were
fair.
ever doing it
That's
live.
fair.
And really, I can't because I told him I didn't want to put it in the set because we'd only been playing it for about 3 weeks. And I was like, I kind of feel like we need to play this and rehearse it a little bit more than just 3 weeks. We've only played it like 5 or 6 times in rehearsal. And they wanted to throw it into the set list, and motherfucker forgot the shit.
Yeah, Jake, tell these guys to step it up because we learned to cover in like 1 week.
Yeah, we really did a couple covers.
Oof.
Yeah, actually.
All right, Meg, you're up.
All right. So who's got the weirdest hobby outside of music?
Damn. Between the two of us or between all the band members?
Oh, y'all.
I think I know, but I'm trying to think of something.
Somebody's about to get thrown under the bus.
Fuck.
Yep.
That's a good question. Jake goes catfishing, not like online. I'm talking like actual catfish.
Noodling?
Yeah, I swear to God. Bro,
That would have
you
been way
understand.
better.
You don't understand. I'm right above Maryland, dude. I'm 20 minutes away from the best fishing. Dude,
He is.
we get down there.
He's like, bro, Maryland.
I'm telling you, guys have no idea. You go down there on the dock, Northeast River, throw a line in. You don't know what the hell's coming out of that water.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
I love catfish.
There's some pretty big catfish. There's a lot of eels in there.
I don't have a hobby outside of music. I will say I do like clubbing, going out to clubs,
Okay.
but I don't think that's entirely weird. It might be weird because I'm almost 29 and still want to do it.
Yeah.
I went to a club one time, and one of my buddies got shot, and we got fucking unloaded on in the middle of a goddamn fucking gunfight, and I was like, "Yep, never again."
Okay, I'm taking a sit for that because like
That's
it was all
wild.
fun and games, and then you just made it real dark. Just I was like, damn. Sounds like-
That's usually how it goes. Just dark and lots of noise.
Yeah, this group of friends of mine that they all wanted to go club, and they're like, "Oh man, we're gonna meet so many fucking girls there. Let's go." And I was like, "Guys, I don't even listen to this music." They're like, "Oh, it's cool. Just move around." I'm like, "Move around?" I'm like, "I don't."
No, you don't. You don't get. You don't get it. Like all you have to do, you don't even have to have that many of this. It's just one shot of tequila, and you're the best person in that club. I mean, at least for me. I don't know about anybody else, but
All I know is we go and we did meet a couple of girls. It was nice. It was fun.
yeah. But someone almost got fucking shot. So.
No, somebody did get shot, which was one of my buddies. I mean,
Oh, actually,
yeah, he
Tino.
got shot. He didn't die. He
Okay.
wounded pretty good, but he didn't. It wasn't like lethal or anything. But
All right.
it could have been.
Fucking club, bro. That's crazy.
It was like we're standing outside and it's fine. The next thing you know, you all hear pop, 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 pop. Fucking, it was fucking nuts. And I was like, "Yep, never again."
I haven't seen someone get shot, but I've seen like a few fights at clubs, and I think it's hilarious.
I was like, "Yeah, no." See, I was ready for the fight.
Yeah,
That I was prepared for. That I was not prepared for.
It's alcohol and freaking aggro like post frat dudes from like Bloomsburg University or some shit.
Oh,
Post frat dudes, because like that was their peak, and like they still are. I don't need to explain that.
see, I think my weirdest hobby is. I mean, I don't know if it's really weird, but I collect Star Wars Funkos.
That's not weird.
No,
I've
it's
had a
not.
lot of people tell me it's fucking weird.
I mean, I don't do it, but like I know a lot of people that do that.
I am
Go
a
for it,
Star
Gene.
Wars fanatic.
I think I've probably got the word.
Star Trek.
You shut your whore mouth right now, Daffy.
Yeah, this getting fucking crazy.
Oh, you have no idea.
I'm warning you.
He also has Star Trek too.
These IPAs kicked in at the perfect time. I'll say that. Hold
Oh,
on.
God, y'all killing me. All right, Daff, you're up. Don't you fucking do it.
Don't fuck up.
You've already said it, so shit. Why not? Star Wars or Star Trek? Because
Star
we're Star
Wars.
Trek people.
Wait, what?
We're Star Trek people.
No, the fuck we are not.
How-
You
You're not even fucking real. You said fucking Star Trek. I don't even know what's a check. You don't know what a check is. You know what a war is.
Exactly. Thank
Yeah.
you.
See, case fucking closed.
He has it in his house. Don't let him lie to you. He has the Star Trek time.
No, I actually never got into sound Trek. Oh my goodness, Star Trek. I never got into it, but I know it's got a history, so I can respect that.
No.
I kind of want to see Trek Wars.
Yeah,
Star
crossover.
Trek versus Star Wars.
Yeah.
Who wins? Like, who's superior?
We always do. Have you never seen Fanboys?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
We always
Sound-
Sounds
soundtrack?
we always win.
What about you, Jake?
Bro, definitely Star Wars.
Thank you.
Definitely Star Wars. I recently saw at the anniversary / re-release re-showing of episode 3
I went
in like the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, it's just as good as I remember.
Yep,
Dude,
I went.
that
It's
one
so-
was.
I even bought the goddamn Star Wars Darth Vader fucking popcorn fucking thing for $55
Yep.
fucking dollars.
Yeah, this man got lore, man.
Dude, I'm all
Crazy.
about it. I am all about fucking Star Wars.
Yep.
As soon as he moved here, he's like, I've really never watched Star Wars. And I fucking made him watch. The first thing I made him do is watch fucking the Clone Wars animated series.
Well,
we watched
see,
the whole damn thing.
I've always
That was
been,
all right. That was all right.
I've always been a big Lord of the Rings guy.
Same.
So
Okay.
I've always watched all that, but never Star Wars.
Everybody's like, yeah, no, we're out on Lord of the Rings.
Out.
I like Lord of the Rings. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's cool.
You're welcome.
Thank
I'm
you.
watching The Hobbit right now.
I mean, for that. That's too much lore for me to get into because I think the first one with a friend of mine. I think 30, 40 minutes in, I was like, turn this shit the fuck off, man. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
We'll get into it because it's like
I was like, this dude keeps fucking dying.
we're walking through the woods. We're walking through the woods. Oh, there's an over cutscene. All right.
I don't understand it enough.
It's the journey. It's
The
the
books
journey.
Exactly.
have so much more walking.
I'm
However, the
sure.
books also have so much more content and characters that don't get put into the movies that make it.
You're talking to someone who doesn't read books, so I'm sure.
Exactly. I don't
I'm
even-
sure.
I don't have time now.
Yeah, I
Alright,
get you. They're way better.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck all that shit. I
We were
can't.
talking about space, and this guy was like, let's go back in time. Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. Even the trees fucking walked. That's all they did was walk.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
Goddamn 3 hours of fucking walking. They walk so goddamn much, and me watching is making me tired.
I can't tell you how much I get crucified just because I've never actually seen Lord of the Rings in its entirety.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
What
What about Harry Potter?
Huh?
Harry Potter.
The movies over the books. The books suck. Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
The book way better.
Holy shit. Like I watched the movie and I was like, okay, this is cool. Let me read the book because like I need like a big chapter book to read for school and some shit. And I was just like, this sucks. Like I don't like the way like they wrote it, it's like British people just rambling and then they get to the plot. And I'm just like, this sucks.
Well, what about Narnia?
Wild take for sure.
Just the first one. Just the first one.
The first one.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is the craziest fan experience that you guys have had playing shows?
I'm sure we have individual ones, so Jake, go
Go
first.
for it.
I don't know what to do.
Dude, I'm trying to think. There's probably been so many.
I
I think one of the craziest parts of playing these shows that we did have a couple of people come up to us and say they drove very long distance to see us.
That's what I was going to say.
I was like, really?
Yeah, so we had a show at Reading Reverb with the Bunny, the Bear, and all these other local bands, which a couple I knew, but everyone else was like, it was just brand new. And some of the people who came to see like certain other people were like, oh, you guys are really good. And here I am being like a salesman, frontman, whatever, just talking about like, oh yeah, you should pull up to our next show. And in my head, I'm like, these people have lives. They have jobs. I'm like, they don't have time for this shit. But like, I'm just making conversation at this point. And in the middle of us starting our set for our next show, which was ways away, those same people that I was talking to pulled up.
Yeah.
In the middle of us starting, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did. Some of them drove from like Virginia just to like get there. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like in the middle of fucking nowhere, and like you guys want to be in this dive bar watching us just tear shit up. I guess. I was like, thank you.
Hey,
Yeah, that was cool.
sometimes it's like that. I've traveled.
But
far with-
I guess when you're a musician and like you're so focused on all these different things that you have to do as a musician, as a band, you forget that people actually like listen to you and want to like, you know, commit to you, follow you, like see your shows. So that kind of like gave us like an alarm bell. I'm like, hey, this is getting bigger than we fucking thought it would.
Yeah, like one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen, you know, being in the music industry, which I've been in it for a very long time, and it's getting to see a local band, like that local band,
and then see them grow,
make it to that next level.
It's the greatest thing.
Grow. And to me, that's one thing I love about doing this show, because there's bands on this show that we've interviewed them and they've been small, and then I turn around and get a text, like just one here recently, they turn around and text me, they just got signed to Metal Blade Records a few weeks ago.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like, that is fucking dope. Like that's the shit that I like to see. Like I like seeing these bands work hard and do what the fuck they're gonna do and kill it, and then next thing you know, they're on big ass fucking tours and getting signed to make labels, and you get to watch that.
Sign the labels and then drinking the best brew. Shout out Fog Monster. Yeah, Fog Monster.
Hell yeah.
I think I've had that before. Sounds familiar. I'll have to get on.
Rusty Rail. It's a hazy IPA. I'm sorry, I'm such a dude. Hold on. Megan Daffy, I'm sorry I'm being such a dude.
You're fine. You're being you.
I mean, if y'all were to drink this, because everyone's got different palates, it would probably taste like dish soap.
I love IPAs. I could sit here
right
all fucking day.
I mean, I specifically like hazies. Like my rule is like, if it looks like mimosa, that shit's gonna fucking slap.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You're actually right.
And
Exactly.
it looks like fucking mimosa.
So on that, since you brought that up, if you guys could have a signature drink for your band,
Oh man,
what
I already
would it be? Like exactly what would it be?
Jake, go first, because I probably have something that can top yours. I'm telling you, bro. Go.
Don't
say Hennessy. Don't say Hennessy.
No. I mean, that is pretty good. No. There was a at Jordan's wedding, we had a signature drink.
That's
and
right.
It was like an old fashioned, but it had a touch of absinthe, and it worked surprisingly well.
It's called Inside Job. My father actually made it.
Nice.
Okay.
Because his favorite restaurant serves that, and he put me onto that, and I was just like, oh, that's fucking tight. And I was like, this is gonna be at the wedding, and then when I tell people like, oh, it's got absinthe, they get like, oh, we're gonna trip fucking balls, and I'm just like, no, you're not, because like he only added like a little bit. Which that actually is my favorite liquor, by the way. Absinthe.
I like a good absinthe.
I guess
Damn.
it depends because like a lot of the U.S. absinthe doesn't have the wormwood in it.
That's what I was gonna say. It's hard to get the wormwood.
Yeah, because that's
It does. It's just no, it does. It's just not as much as the other one in Europe.
I know here, if you get absinthe in any liquor store, it has no wormwood at all.
No, it definitely does because there's a brand I got that has wormwood in it.
You might. We
Maybe
don't.
It is in South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's actually
state laws.
The place where we went to for my bachelor party because Jake was there. They actually served my favorite absinthe.
Awesome.
Oh, shit, yeah.
So my signature drink, the band's signature drink, would be 2 shots of absinthe, either a half to a full shot of Everclear, and then top that bitch off with like some matcha iced tea or something like that.
What?
I mean matcha latte. My bad.
You just broke Meg. Like Meg is broken.
Everclear is a
You said Everclear. She broke.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't drink that shit no more, but that shit was my superpower at the time.
No. Everclear doesn't end.
Wait, time out. You don't understand. Just because it's not good doesn't mean it doesn't do good for you. You know what I mean?
No,
like obviously,
obviously,
I know this shit tastes like shards of glass, but the second it's in my system, makes me want to fucking dance.
No, I feel good. My hangover, killer.
You just gotta get over it.
No, whatever. Stop being a bitch.
It happens. Like, oh, I got the spins. That's okay. I'll just drink like I don't know, like a cup of water.
That's the thing. That's what I did. I made like a lemonade. I measured out the proper ratio. I had water after it. It's still fucking.
Wait, which version of Everclear? Because we're from Pennsylvania and alcohol is strict. The real one?
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, it was strong as fuck.
I mean, I've had both. I ain't gonna complain.
I just need to go with straight shine. You can get any flavor.
It's gonna be moonshine.
Look, I've got my people.
No, I fuck with a good moonshine.
All that shit will sneak up on you if you got the right kind.
Pumpkin.
Ooh.
I'm a slut for anything pumpkin.
That is actually on my list from my person that delivers. Because I have a whole list with him. After I get done with one, he brings another one.
Do you have a moonshine plug? That's fucking crazy.
He's a delivery person. He's not the one that makes it. So,
okay.
So I get it from him. He gets it from his maker.
That's still a plug.
Yeah.
That's still a plug. I mean, you're.
She says I get it delivered from this person, but they get it from someone else. She's trafficking fentanyl. Come on.
Watch out! I hear they're putting Everclear in the moonshine now.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Look, I mean, I did stop. I had to. I did stop, so I don't drink that no more.
Into the moonshine, you good. Just eat a little fruit.
Moonshine, I can still, moonshine I'll have for sure, no question.
All right, Meg, you're up.
All right.
Let's
take it back to music. This is a music podcast. So, how do you know when a song is finished? Y'all were just talking about writing. So how do you know when a song is done?
When it's stuck in my head. That's the goal every time I write a song. If I find it catchy enough to like sing it in my head, play it in the car over and over again, that's a hit. That's a song. Okay. If I'm not singing the song in my head, or at least like already like mentally like thinking of the music video and what I would do, then it's not a song.
Okay.
Fair enough. So like our vocalist, which is one of the things I love about her. When she first joined the band, we were doing the very first song, and she's listening to the first cut of the song, and she comes in with this like long ass list with like goddamn like fucking time points all through like a fucking PowerPoint presentation, and it's like, this needs to be changed. We need to do this. We need to do this at this time. This time.
And you said Megan's your singer? Right? you and I are the same person because look, Jake's thinking about what he had to go through.
He didn't send me PowerPoint.
My notes are crazy.
Yeah, I make like a spreadsheet. Like a
But
table.
also, this is coming from someone who also wrote the vast majority of the songs that we put out, and also wrote all like the guitars and like had. I don't know. I approach it from a producer standpoint, even though I can't produce for shit. So that's what Jake is for.
Yeah, it was cool. He used to do that. That was fine. Back when it was like a solo thing, I was more or less just helping him out, and we were trying to make it an actual album and get the production right. And I would send him the mix, and then he would send back a screenshot of the Notes app with like 20 lines, and it was cool for me because then I knew what he wanted more, and I addressed it.
Which the way
it was.
No, because if you hit it that to any other producer, they'd be like, "Fuck off!" Like seriously. But not only was I able to like detail it and describe it, but like I also timestamped it, and like for him to read that and be like, "Oh yeah, that's easy." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So when you guys are writing songs, I'm gonna throw this on top of hers. Do you have a tendency to overthink it?
Yes and no. If I'm writing, if I make it a point to write, then I do overthink. But if it just happens, then no.
Okay.
Because
I see a lot of young bands, they overthink it too much.
Yes.
And then they end up like changing it so much that it just becomes watered down. And it gets to the point where it's just a big fucking mess by the end of it because they overthought it too fucking much.
You know what? I actually have a solution for all of those people going through that. And this is a PSA right now. Stop listening to your own fucking genre and listen to other genres.
Yeah.
Anything but metal. Listen to something else. And then you'll be able to take structures, chord progressions, and then take it back to what you actually do and then turn it into something nice.
Yep. I identify as polyamorous, so listen to everything except for country.
We've had this conversation a million times. I've always told everybody before I go write, like if me and my guitarist and we're talking, we're like, all right, hey man, we're going to write, for a couple of days next week. So we're going to get together for 3-4 days and we're going to write music. For that whole entire week or 2 weeks, I will not listen to metal. I will listen to shit like, usually I'm listening to like Post Malone or The Weeknd.
Yeah, I love The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd.
And that's what I'll listen to the whole entire time, every day. I will not listen to metal because you do have a tendency, I don't care who you are, especially if you listen to a certain band, you will have a tendency to go into that studio and start writing shit and sound like the goddamn band that you've been fucking gorging.
Exactly. That's where shit gets fucking stale, and I'm just like, well, what was the point of you even being a band if you're just trying to sound like a different version of somebody else?
You're basically a cover band. It's just an echo chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I've told so many bands that I'm like, what do you want to accomplish as a band? And I've had so many of them come, well, I want to sound like Slipknot.
Well, that sucks because it already exists.
Yeah, you've already fucked up. Then what's the point of doing it? Then just go start a goddamn Slipknot tribute band and call it a fucking day.
And that's the whole point of this project. Everything like that was written came from a place, not just like a musical place, but like a mental place, and I just turned it into music. And then every song's different from each other, not because like we tried to make it that way, but because like I'm not someone who just stays on one thing. Right. I have a lot in the tool shed, and I'd like to express that.
Fair enough.
So, right, yeah.
All right, what is your guys' favorite venue? Each one of you guys. Yeah, what's your favorite venue?
Jordan, we have to be careful what we say here.
How so?
It's the voice of reason right there.
Exactly, he is.
So
I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna give a venue that I believe does not exist anymore, or maybe it's in the process of not existing. It is or was a venue in Mechanicsburg called Love Drafts, And it was like the coolest thing ever because it's a really long, really wide stage. You're elevated above the crowd. I think it's the highest, like physically highest stage we've ever played on.
Yeah, fucking
Maybe
ego
Reverb was
rising.
yeah, it was cool. It was just a huge like party zone, wide open floor, bar in the back, tons of people moshing. You can kind of when you're up there, you just get a view of everything. It was so sick, and the lights. There were so many lights going on. We didn't have a light show back then. It just added so much to it. There's if
Good
you look
beer.
up the band, there's a few. I forget the somebody took a recording of like half our set, and it just looks sick.
Yeah.
And
that's the venue I was gonna say. So there's good news and bad news with it. They closed only because the owners of that place bought like an even bigger place downtown Harrisburg.
Yep.
And they're gonna like rebrand and they're calling it something else. It's supposed to like hold like 1,000 people or some shit like that.
Ooh.
And the purpose of it is not to only like book more bands, but to also just book more acts outside the genre as well. Like I saw Soulja Boy at this venue that just closed down.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Which was the funniest fucking thing ever because like he played your typical local band 30-minute set of all of his hits and just dipped.
Wow.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Wow.
I've seen them do that. I did a show because I did a bunch of hip hop shows as a host back in the day, and I did a show with it was Brother Lynch Hung and fucking who else was it? Another guy from Strange Music on Tech Nine's label, but I can't remember who it was.
Oh, I love Tech Nine.
Yeah, it was fucking Brother Lynch Hung was the main guy.
Okay.
And it was literally the fucking minute it was over, he went out there. He actually played a pretty long set. I think he played about a fucking 45-minute to an hour set. But the second it was over,
He was done.
fucking gone. Like
Yeah.
all the hip hop artists gone, disappeared. Like I'd never seen it, and then I started seeing it all the time. And I'm like, is that thing just a thing in hip hop that just fucking ghost right after?
That's the one thing I noticed about hip hop versus like our genre. They're not really paying for the music; they're paying for the appearance, pretty much.
Right.
It's unfortunate. I mean, there are some like hip hop artists that do incorporate a band, and then they change the songs and make them different. I think that's fucking cool. But like to see like karaoke on a big ass stage,
Yep.
it doesn't do it for me. Like I would never pay to see that.
I get that. I think one of the only time that I ever seen them didn't disappear, I did a show with Afro Man and Big V from the Nappy Roots.
Afro fucking man, bro.
They stayed because the bar stayed open like another 2 hours after the show.
Type shit.
And they stayed the whole time. Both of them walked out to the crowd and was walking to every single person, shaking hands, taking pictures, having conversations. They did not give a shit. They weren't hiding.
You know what that shows? That shows that they care about absolutely every avenue of their craft.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that I've ever seen do that, though, in hip hop. They were the only two that I've ever seen do it.
It's tough when you're surrounded by a bunch of people that are trying to direct you to places, whether it be physically or just like in a business aspect. So the fact that people like him are able to do that, props.
Well, I mean, he's been around that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's been around. He can command whatever the fuck he wants and do whatever the hell he wants. It don't fucking matter. But yeah, don't smoke weed with him because you won't survive. I did not.
Well, why not? What if that's the point?
Maybe it was, but it was
On his tombstone, he died smoking weed with Afro Man.
I thought I was going to because I'll throw myself into an embarrassing story, and then after
that's
that,
fine.
This is gonna be part of one of the last questions before we get into your music video.
Sure.
So one of the most embarrassing things is I had to host this show, and I went back there, and Big V and Afro Man. Now Big V knew my show, was watching my show, and was like, "Hey, come hang out, let's talk." So we went back there. Well, I went back there and smoked a fucking joint with fucking Afro Man and Big V. I mean, how many times are you going to get a chance to smoke a goddamn joint with fucking Afro Man?
Zero.
So I'm like, obviously, I'm going to take this chance to fucking do it. I'm not a big smoker. I like edibles over smoking, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Really? Oh, me too.
So I went back there and I smoked. We're in the middle of the fucking taking pictures. And I've got my arms around them. They're all around. We're taking pictures.
And you're just fucking cooked.
I straight fucking pass out. Lights out. Fucking, went backwards and fucking hit the goddamn ground. And I wake up to like fucking bartender, like splashing water on my face and like dragging me out there. And they're like, you gotta go. The fucking cops are here and all this other crazy shit's going down. And it was like, I barely remember that. And then I get in the car and they put me into a car. I don't even know what car I was in. I don't know whose car I was in. I don't know how the fuck I got home. I have no idea how I got into bed. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Whatever was in that freaking joint was also in that Federal Express moonshine that I was told about earlier.
It was, I only hit that shit like 4 or 5 times and I was fucking annihilated.
That's all you need sometimes.
All right, so on that, what is your most embarrassing experience you've had on stage?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Jake, do you have one? It doesn't have to be of you. It could be of me.
I can think of a couple. I think going back to stuff not working. We had this really shitty wireless stuff going on. And we played this one show where I was really far away from the rig and my guitar was cutting out every couple seconds. And there's a lot of parts in our stuff where it's just me going. There's one specific song where it's mostly cleans and it's just me and the drummer's doing some hi-hat. And it is just like the choppiest, like the worst fucking thing. And I'm sitting out there trying to keep a straight face, trying to keep the show going. I'm like, this sucks. But I don't even want to be here doing this right now. I'm like, come on. No, I've seen I think maybe like having a couple beers before the show, smoking a little bit.
I had a couple tokes before the show and it just doesn't feel right.
Yep. Yeah.
I have to say that for after. I can't do it like before.
Well, but at least you didn't shit yourself.
No.
I've dropped my head a couple times. That was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, that's a big
deal. Too hard.
No, yeah. My most embarrassing thing, because like I said, we're a band that utilizes auto-tune because one of my biggest influences is T-Pain, actually.
Right.
So at the time when we're getting our rig together, kind of trying to set this up, we're trying to be like that techie band. In our in-ears, like when we had like our wireless in-ears, like I can hear that it's auto-tuned. So every time that it's auto-tuned, I'm like, yeah, that's that fucking T-Pain shit going on.
Yeah.
I can hear it, but they can't.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, no.
And it's happened. The thing is, it's happened like from our first show up to our 5th show. It's happened every single show. And it took the last show for me to realize, I'm like, oh, shit, this shit was never on. So I've just been saying this, and they're like, why?
No, dude, we're forgetting about the one when we were really getting the rig solid. I don't know what the hell happened, but our click track came through the speakers. So the entire show is just boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, you hear a freaking cowbell over the fucking speakers.
We didn't know.
And lucky for us, everyone thought it was part of our fucking song.
Yeah, it was.
And then we had to like correct them, like, no, we didn't mean to do that. And they're like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was a mistake. Like, it sounded good. I was like, oh, okay.
It was a test.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Just roll with it. Don't say anything.
And it was a loud, obnoxious cowbell, and it's playing in the speakers.
Cowbell.
Yeah, it is specifically designed it to be.
It's our click is a cowbell. Fucking Will Ferrell and Christopher Walken up in this bitch.
It's not that like, yeah, honestly.
No.
It's loud. It's presency. There's no way you can miss it. It doesn't have to be that loud on your end.
But because we have in-ears, we only hear whatever like is in our headphones. So we're like, oh yeah, everything's working just fine. No.
And the sound guys heard it too during sound check.
And they didn't say anything. Bunch of bitches.
Because it's a cowbell, not a clit.
So they probably thought that John was part of the song. Got it.
That sucks. Well, on that, guys and girls, we have ran out of time. You know what it is. We're getting the fuck out of here. But before we go, make sure to check out their video. We're going to play it right now for you, a song called The Entertainer.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We will be back tomorrow night with another fucking band. You know what we say. Be good to each other. Don't drink and drive. And for the love of the gods and goddesses, wrap your fucking tool. We're out.
Don't drink and drive. Drink at home and then play Need for Speed and see what happens.
Yeah.
Night.
I've been sleeping for the longest fucking time.